A groundbreaking Stanford study found that 92% of New Year's resolutions fail. But here's what's shocking. People with the strongest willpower at the start were just as likely to fail as everyone else. Neuroscience has discovered why willpower is scientifically designed to fail. Elite performers know this, which is why they've abandoned willpower entirely for a neurobiological system that works automatically. After analyzing 7 years of behavior change research across 4,500 participants, scientists identified that success doesn't come from trying harder. It comes from bypassing willpower altogether. This isn't about motivation. It's about neurological automation. In the next 3 minutes, discover the 3-component system that top performers use to achieve goals without fighting their own biology. Part 1. The Willpower Trap. First, understand why willpower is scientifically designed to fail. Your prefrontal cortex, the brain region responsible for willpower, consumes 20% of your energy, despite being only 4% of your brain's volume. A landmark study in the Journal of Personality and Social Psychology proved willpower is a finite resource that depletes with use. This explains why even highly disciplined people make poor decisions at the end of demanding days. The most successful people don't have more willpower. They've just stopped relying on it altogether. Part 2. Environment Design. The first component of the automatic success framework is environment design. A 2024 MIT study found that environmental cues trigger 45% of our daily behaviors automatically, without conscious decision. High performers create environments where the right behaviors happen by default. They make good choices automatic, and bad choices require deliberate effort. The 20-second rule states that adding just 20 seconds of friction to any behavior reduces its likelihood by over 70%. Conversely, removing 20 seconds of friction increases behavior adoption by similar margins. This isn't theoretical. It's how Olympic athletes, Fortune 500 CEOs, and top creators ensure consistent performance regardless of motivation levels. Part 3. Identity-based habits. The second component moves beyond action-focused habits to identity-based habits. Research from behavioral psychologists shows that when behaviors align with identity, they become automatic rather than effortful. When you say, "I'm trying to quit smoking," you're fighting your current identity. When you say, "I'm not a smoker," your brain automatically generates behaviors that confirm this identity. High performers don't try to exercise. They embody being an athlete. They don't force themselves to write. They live as writers. This identity shift moves actions from the high-energy prefrontal cortex to the automatic basal ganglia. The neurological difference is profound. Willpower requires constant energy, while identity-aligned behaviors happen automatically. Part 4. Progressive loading. The final component is progressive loading, the systematic increase of behavior difficulty at precisely the right intervals. A Northwestern University study found that people who increased behavior difficulty by 1% consistently outperformed those who attempted large changes, even when the large change group had stronger initial motivation. High performers start with behaviors so small they seem trivial. 1 push-up, 5 minutes of focused work, or drinking 1 glass of water. The initial behavior isn't meant to produce results. It's designed to establish neural pathways. Once the pathway is established, they systematically increase difficulty at the precise moment when the behavior has become automatic, typically every 4 to 7 days for simple behaviors. Let's see the automatic success framework in action. Michael wanted to develop a consistent exercise habit after failing multiple times with willpower-based approaches. First, environment design. He placed workout clothes next to his bed and removed the TV remote from his living room. Second, identity shifting. He began introducing himself as someone who exercises daily rather than trying to get in shape. Finally, progressive loading. He started with just 1 minute of exercise daily, increasing by 1 minute each week. The result? After 6 months, Michael was consistently exercising 30 minutes daily without requiring willpower. More importantly, the behavior continued automatically even during high-stress periods when willpower would have failed. The science is clear. Willpower is designed to fail. The automatic success framework works because it aligns with your brain's natural wiring rather than fighting against it. Take the 7-day automation challenge. Select one goal you've been struggling with using willpower and implement all 3 components of the framework. Comment below with the goal you've chosen and which component you think will help most. Subscribe for next week's video, where we'll break down the 5 most powerful environment design techniques used by top performers across different fields. Coming next, the hidden reason why motivation actually sabotages long-term success, and the counterintuitive psychological principle that ensures consistent performance when you don't feel like doing something.